Hello. Welcome to my first forever world build in The Sims 4. Before we get into things, just a little disclaimer, this is a voiceover. I did originally do like a face of me gaming that's in this video, but I've muted it, so don't trip out, it's my voice. Today we'll be building my first forever character to live in my forever world, and I'm gonna put her on the lot of container home number 2. This is a little map that I've made, along with a little bit of a backstory that I'm going to get into before I discuss my first character's backstory, which her name is Juno Cross. Juno Cross lives in Oasis Springs. This Oasis Springs isn't the Oasis Springs that you're familiar with. It's an Oasis Springs deep with history. 100 years ago, a worldwide event known as the Veilfall happened. This is where all the information about aliens, werewolves, and witches were released, and the world lost its mind. The bad guys, known as the elites, took advantage of this and tipped the world into a world war. Now, 100 years later, in this post-apocalyptic, Western alien tech world, we have Juno Cross and her story. In my head, I imagine Juno to be rough and tough and sexy, tough exterior from her bounty hunter old days and now in her peacekeeping era, but she still has to fight the bad guys. So, she has tattoos, she has lots of scars, her hair's a bit knotty and has beads from her travels in there. Her personality has mean, bold, and loner key traits, which I think really paint a well picture of how she would be. She picks fights with bad guys and helps the unfortunate, but she has that hard shell, So I'm building Juno's place, which is basically a little container home. Beneath the container home lies a research bunker where Juno's been collecting intel, maps, journals, samples, and secrets from all the settlements and towns that she visits. Juno's deep secret, core reason for researching all over is to find out who and why somebody killed Juno's parents. She can't let it go. She needs to revenge their death, or to at least understand why. So we'll slowly discover that throughout the story, but in this channel we're just looking at the build. It does help to grow the fantasy and magic behind the lore to understand why I decorate the place, so that's why I'm kind of just giving you little bits of the story that I can share without ruining the Sims story videos that I'm gonna make. But yeah, it just kind of helps to sprinkle that magic. So soon we'll get into decorating inside, but I'm just finishing adding little touches outside to give it history, depth, because I want it to look like Mother Nature's kind of retaken over, and that society of building homes from scraps and containers and shanty towns and markets. I want it to feel post-apocalyptic and survival of the fittest. I found these great things that you can put around the house, and I really liked the vibe that it gave. It kind of just added to that post-apocalyptic alien tech cowboy western theme. I don't know, it just really suited my container home. So I'm glad I found that, and I'm glad I played around with it and layered it around. It just goes with that nice little capsule and those beams. It kind of just goes together as very industrial and kind of just random crap that you would find around. I'm not very great at roofs, but I really enjoy decorating them. I love putting all those little vents and chimney things up the top, and then sprinkled out some plants to look overgrown. I didn't do any overgrown vines on the outside because I wanted it more shrubby and less like fairy core, if that makes sense. The kitchen in the container home needed to be kept small and simple. I didn't want to fit in an oven. I just thought a microwave, a fridge, and a bench space will work really nicely. Juno isn't a cooker. She's gonna eat something, leaning over documents and notes and research. She's just gonna shove in what she's happy to eat, work out, and get back to her main core goals, and that's figuring out what happened to her parents and finding out what's going on in the town. Here I realised I actually want the container home to be bigger. It was just a bit too small, and it was hard for me to just add little bits and pieces of detailing that I would like to add into the storytelling. So I'm just quickly fixing up the roof. Now I gotta fix up the front there and put the door in the middle, add another window. Look, I don't think it looks too much bigger than a container home, so I think it still looks pretty good. I really like this little TV sitting area nook I made. Look, it doesn't look very comfortable, but I like it. The little table and chairs with the knickety-knacks. I wanted lots of different pictures and posters to kind of like express that she's always looking into things. I love these like random vents you can put on the side of the house. I don't know what they're called, but they look awesome and they really give that post-apocalyptic alien tech western vibe. So I finally figured out by watching a YouTube video on how to do these stairs from like the outdoor ground down. So I'm now decorating the research bunker. I really like that door. I think it's such a like bunker door. Now I'm putting like fireflies around everywhere because I saw a video of a guy saying like it's a really nice way to just add like more depth and character and magic to this space. So there'll be lots of cute fireflies flying around everywhere at night time. I'm really excited to play in this container bunker house. Just adding more fauna and flora, trying to balance it out. You know, again, just adding more character. Juno's roughly been in this home meant to be like 8 years, you know? So I wanted to make it look like that she's really been there. Put in a super smart computer with a cool little desk, some spider webs, posters. These are all scribble notes of like people's descriptions of missing people or like monsters or aliens that they've seen. She has books and she reads books, of course. She's smart and skilled and fit and strong. Corkboard full of posters of people who are missing and mysteries and loose ends. I think that's like a hacking table or something, which is cool. So this is just, you know, building again that lore and mysterious stories, and these are all her open cases. All those stories that she can't solve. Layering things like scribbled notes and open journals, cameras, packages of leaked information, books of very particular studies which are like spells or truths and aliens. I just really wanted it to look like it was a pile of lots of information. You know, when you think of like Buffy and they go to the library at the school for some reason and there's all that info. This is kind of like one of those areas for my little series. This is where Juno's little area is. Then she's got like a survival shelf with petrol and medical equipment, bits and pieces, because obviously they have to keep that stuff safe. And that's the bunker done. It's a really groovy little space. Now time to blend it in up top. Gosh, what a beautiful view. I thought an outdoor fire pit would look really nice. Well, not look really nice, but just like add a bit more character to Juno's home. We're gonna have an outdoor cooking area because she doesn't have anywhere to cook inside except for a microwave. Just adding in some lights. Since learning how to change the light color of love lights, adding them everywhere. A little garden bed. I really would like to grow some cow plants. I haven't done any of those yet. I thought the stone fence would be cool because like Juno can build that. Again, going back to that scrap yard, build it yourself, touched with everything. See that light trick? It just really enhances. It's not a trick, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It just really enhances the space. So now I'm just going in with final touches, adding in things to the pond, lights, fish, fireflies, whatever they're called, everywhere to add that magic, that Mother Nature taking over. Start adding in some more plants, some alien plants since I have that now. Mushrooms look cool. I love that fluorescent vibe. Putting some lights outside to give some more dimension and to kind of make it now look more futuristic with the neon lights. So that like shanty, post-apocalyptic, futuristic, alien, western vibes. So really trying to merge a few genres together. But I think it's actually going really well. Like I really like it. I can't wait to play Juno in this. See, that looks great. Shooting my own horn, but I don't know, it's really giving what I wanted it to give, and so I'm proud of it. Please comment any tricks or anything that can help me to get me to that next level and really enhance the storytelling and the detail and the lore. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like because it does take me time to make these, and I hope you follow the story and I hope you like it as much as I'm liking it. Yeah, I don't know, it turned out really cool. This is it in the daytime just to see if it looks as cool as the day as at night. And yeah, it looks exactly like the theme that I'm making for this world, so I'm really proud with it. Thank you for watching this far if you have. Have a great day, life, week, and I'll catch you in the next video.